Here we go. Since we're talking CES and all the AI technology, we got more announcements. So there was a rumor last year that came out that said Sony was thinking about creating some type of AI implementation into the PlayStation 6. And we now have a new article saying Sony has officially patented a new technology that would see PlayStation games play themselves with the help of AI. He said, pet me. That's really what time we be on. As described in the patent documents, Ghost Player is what it's called, which you should call it game journalist mode, to see players call down an AI-generated ghost version of the player character, which could either play out the solution to a particular part of the level or complete it entirely. The patent was originally filed in September of 2024, but the World Intellectual Property Organization published an international status report on the patent this week. For example, if a player were stuck on a puzzle in an Uncharted game, the guide mode would simply present an AI-controlled Nathan Drake demonstrating the solution before the player did it themselves. The complete mode would simply complete the section for the player. Modes in games that assist with puzzles and combat challenges are common. Many games will allow players to skip encounters or lower difficulty, like Spider-Man. However, some modern Sony, yeah, they're yapping. All right, so we get the gist of it. You said, wow, they're lazy. All right, you know what? Hear me out. Believe it or not, I'm gonna defend it. Now, me personally, would I ever use this? Do I want this? No. Come on, I'm certified over here. We beat our games, unlike JG. But I do think, because to be honest, if you watch my stream, you are more than likely a hardcore gamer. I think sometimes you forget as a hardcore gamer how good you are at games compared to people who are just getting into the medium. So I said, in defense of this, I think this would be useful for people who are new to gaming. Yeah, it's an accessibility feature. Like, you ever seen your mom or your dad or like one of your kid cousins like try to hold a controller and try to use all the buttons? It is overwhelming. And because you're so used to it, you forget that. But to be fair, when you were a kid or whenever you play games for the first time, you were like that too. So I think this is a feature for them. And that's why I said I'm okay with it. It's not bothering anybody. It's not hurting me. It's totally optional as long as I don't gotta use that shit. That being said, I do think this could be used for sinister stuff. I seen somebody bring this up in conversation. He said something that I didn't think of. It was a very valid point. And this is why I've been trying to be more active on Twitter. Let me see if I can find his tweet with the Spider-Man thing. He said, yeah, but usually with the controller unplugged. I know I responded to it. Where the fuck this shit is it this one? Oh, here we go. Shout out to Jen and Franks. He said this feature would not only spoil, because I said, okay, so then here's the negative. Here's the negative that I came up with and I forgot. This could also be a spoiler, right? So like, you know how when a game comes out, this is a bad side of it, and I'm gonna give another bad one. The bad thing I can see with this is, you know how when games first come out, like a week or two later, YouTube channels will start uploading all the Easter eggs and stuff. If there is an AI feature in the PlayStation 6 that plays the game for you, I can see the AI making it easier to find all the Easter eggs and the secrets. So then everything is getting spoiled by day one. And I like, off the top of my head, where I think this could be a disaster and it would piss me off is, you remember one of the best parts about when Elden Ring, if you didn't get to play Elden Ring in 2022 when it first came out, you missed out, bro. When nobody knew what they were doing and everybody was just searching and help. We had an entire text chat in the Discord to help each other because we were all so in the dark. For a game that's like vast like that, this AI shit being able to just find everything day one and then just spoiling the game for everybody, I can see that pissing some people off. Because you know YouTubers are going to put the spoilers in the thumbnail, right? Whether it's story, gameplay, Easter eggs. So that's one way. And then he said this feature could not only spoil a lot of things that you mentioned, but it would dramatically affect how people review these games. You basically be watching the Rad Brad play without the Rad Brad and completely changing how you experience the game if you call it that. And I said, you know what? That's a valid take. I didn't even think of that. This could be problematic because I can see people using this AI shit for sinister reasons, especially on Twitter. People have agendas. We saw it with them Silk Song niggas in Expedition 33. Y'all was a little out of pocket, not a little, a lot of it. I could see a world where people, let's say the game of the years, the 5-6 games get nominated for game of the year, right? And let's use Silk Song as an example because you niggas was acting crazy last year. You got Silksong people, but they didn't play anything else that year. And they only want Silksong to play. So then they're on social media going viral, spreading misinformation about various games. And then when somebody checks them, be like, yo, did you even play the game? They can say they played the game. And then they can show footage of them playing the game. And it's like the AI. So I can see people using it for sinister reasons to push agendas, to act like they're playing these games. And the only workaround I could think of, yeah, the grifters. The only workaround I could think of is if you do use the AI, you should not be allowed to get achievements. You should not be able to get a platinum trophy if you are using the AI. That will be the telltale giveaway. If they do that, where your progress is not tracked like a regular playthrough, I will be cool with it. But if they just leave it in there kind of like regularly, it's going to be harder to prove who's actually playing these games. And then people are going to be pushing agendas. And then what happens is people are review bombing, pushing agendas, and then you might miss out on one of your potentially favorite pieces of art that you never got to experience because people are like, you think it's bad. Think about what we were just talking about with Splitgate and Concord, about how people take screenshots of a game's player count and say it's dead. Like they're saying Battlefield 6 is dead right now. I stream it every night. Do I have a problem ever finding a game? No. But according to Twitter, Battlefield 6 is dead because Arc Raiders is popping. They're using these screenshots, right? Imagine those people, when they get a hold of these tools, they're going to take their grifting to a whole nother level. So I don't think you should get a participation trophy if they implement this technology into the, like, first of all, let's get something straight. It's just a patent. The patent means that nobody else can use it unless they license the feature from Sony. So there's no guarantee this will be in the PlayStation 6, but what I will say is don't be surprised if this feature is. And because they created the technology, that means other people, like if Xbox wanted it in there, they're going to have to pay Sony if they're using the same type of setup, basically, to put their technology inside of the Xbox. So it could just be a money play. Battlefield 6 is far from dead. It's far from dead. It's just not as popular as Arc Raiders, and that's fine. Like, but this shit is corny. So yeah, don't be surprised if it comes in the PlayStation 6. How y'all feeling about this joint? TOS warning before you turn on AI control. Like if you use this, you are void of trophies. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. Put the disclaimer up. That'd be cool. Like let people know. Cause trust and believe, you got this strong of an opinion. We gonna check them trophies. We gonna check them, buddy. So this officially proves that PlayStation owners do not play their games. Not about that, but AI niggas do Mickey summons in Elden Ring. Yeah, I will say, if you get a PlayStation 6 and it got this AI feature in there and you're playing Souls games and you're using summons and the AI, I'm not gonna lie, nigga, you pussy, bro. You pussy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you need all that. You play co-op, use the summon, and you got the ghost. You don't get an achievement, bro. I'm 100% gonna be an elitist. You don't get the fucking achievement. I did see somebody say, jokes aside before I move on, I did see somebody say it's funny that Sony is patenting this technology because Sony games damn near play themselves. I said, and you're not wrong. Most of these Sony exclusives are not hard games. Like third person over the shoulder action game. They're usually not that hard. Like, oh shit. But anyways, so yeah, don't be surprised if the technology comes out to play. AI this, AI that. Another day, another Ubisoft L. Shit, let me. What we got here? Ubisoft shuts down Assassin's Creed Rebellion developer Halifax Studio just weeks after it unionized. Ubisoft has shut down its Halifax studio just weeks after 61 of its 71 workers voted to unionize. Evil. The publisher shared this story in a statement to IGN today, confirming the 71 positions have been impacted and claiming this move was part of its wider 2-year effort company-wide to streamline operations, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. Translation: we want who's left to do more for the same amount of money. We are committed to supporting all impacted team members during this transition with resources, including comprehensive severance packages and additional career assistance. At least they're giving them money on the way out. This comes 3 weeks after 61 of Ubisoft's Halifax employees voted to unionize with the Game and Media Workers Guild of Canada, which itself is part of the Communications Workers of America in Canada. The union was officially certified 6 months after employees announced their intention to unionize, and after 74% of eligible employees consisting of producers, programmers, designers, artists, researchers, and testing voted in favor, it marked the first Ubisoft union in North America. Ubisoft has claimed that the closure of Ubisoft Halifax is unrelated to the union. I say cap, and is instead a part of its larger restructuring and cost-saving efforts. It just so happened to be you cut the people who wanted worker rights. Okay. As well as declining revenues from Assassin's Creed Rebellion. Yeah, I agree with that. You niggas are poor. Which also will be winding down operations as part of this decision. The publisher has been ongoing on significant cuts. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, you guys just didn't want to pay your developers. You woke up one day and you said, wait a minute, we're Ubisoft. We make the same game every fucking year, 3 times a year. Whether it's Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, the Blue People shit. It's all the same shit. A bunch of Star Wars, a bunch of shit all over the map. Clear out the enemy base. AI that never seems to notice you. In a boring, generic fucking story. You said, wait a minute, we could do this without them. We have an entire game plan right here, and we reuse assets. We're gonna reuse the same Assassin's Creed engine for the next 15 years. So it's unfortunate people got laid off, but Ubisoft is poor, so it is expected. These guys, I'm not gonna lie, you niggas need to win bad. You need some good PR, man, because Assassin's Creed Shadows was not what it needed to be. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what they can do. The last good game that they did put out, they didn't even support it, and we know why, because it had a black man in it. Prince of Persia, the new one, Prince of Ethiopia, it was a good game, but they did not support it. And then after that, they had Phoenix Rising. That was a good game. They didn't support that shit. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. I do know what's going on in LA. Niggas is getting robbed for Pokemon cards. Yo, is Pokemon cards like that? Robbers hit LA store and escaped with $500,000 in Pokemon cards. Look at this shit. What's going on, man?
Employees saw 2 people come inside the store. They were acting suspiciously and then left. Later, around closing time, police say an employee took a briefcase full of extremely valuable cards down into the underground parking garage, where they were confronted by a man with a gun. That person took the briefcase, got in a car. Somebody who was a friend of the victim, according to police, tried to bust in through the back windshield of that car and ultimately got pepper sprayed, and the suspects took off with, again, $300,000 to $500,000 worth of rare cards. No arrests announced in this situation so far, and it was not the only theft of very rare cards that happened.
It's kind of, shout out to EJ with the raid. It's kind of sad to see, because like Pokemon is supposed to be a children's game, and like it's been completely ruined by capitalism. Like the videos I see on TikTok of dudes sitting in line at Target, Walmart, just waiting for the restock. There's kids there. They'll take 10 boxes so nobody gets anything, and then the employees don't do anything. Thankfully, my comic book shop that I go to, it's a half comic book shop, half card shop. Luckily, the shop that I go to, they put rules in place for like certain items that are super popular. Like a new Absolute Batman came out today for, it's kind of like I haven't read it yet. It's supposed to be the origin of Absolute Arkham. Like they put a 1 per person, because there were people that were coming in. There was one dude that came in like every week. I remember I put it in the group chat. The week, like last month when the Absolute Batman came out for the Joker cover, that was a hot item. This dude came in, he had like 20 books, and he was just sitting there inspecting them all. Mind you, it was like 30 people in the comic shop, and it's not big. He was just sitting there inspecting all the books, looking to see which one's the best. I want to punch that nigga in his fucking face. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit is supposed to be for reading. If you want to collect, that's cool, but get 1 or 2 and keep it fucking moving. Like, god damn, bro. Let somebody have some other shit. Like, this shit is sad to see. And I hope y'all know that like this stuff is hot right now. Yeah, I got that static comic. This shit is hot right now. This is a bubble that's gonna burst. This is not gonna always be these prices. These prices are gonna come down. So take advantage of it while you can. But this is supposed to be a fun hobby, guys.
In Simi Valley around 3.
Yeah, I missed out on the Joker one. I'm lucky enough that I live in LA. I live in a major city, and then the comic book shop that I have, they always super in stock with like the new stuff. And like I said, they put a rule in place for like the real popular stuff, one per person. So like I don't have to worry about. I've never had an issue getting anything that I wanted. The bottom of the barrel of society. Yeah, this is supposed to be fucking fun, guys. Stop beating each other up over Pokemon cards. Yeah, I saw Trey got traded to the Wizards. I don't want to talk about it. My nephew is big into Pokemon and he's only 8. He got lucky on a rare card, but it just sucks to see grown men ruining the hobby. Yeah, the worst part is like I said, it's a bubble that's gonna burst. It is a bubble that's gonna burst. I don't believe it. What is this? There better not be no freak ass shit. I'm gonna check what this is first.
Can lower your F.
1 second. New hardware is reportedly set to arrive in 2026. Oh, I have is this the same thing? I have an Xbox story already. Is this the same thing? Let me see. Because it's a picture of a controller. I'm assuming it's a controller. One of the things that was mentioned in Windows Central Big Report, predictions of a piece of Xbox 2026 today, was the new hardware set to arrive some point this year. No, it's almost certainly not going to be the new Xbox, but the article mentions how they suspect it could be the Xbox Elite 3 controller. Oh, nigga, we don't care, bro. We do not care. This fucking droid ass. Let me tell y'all something. I bought the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. I paid $200 for that controller, and that shit fell apart 1 month later. I will never buy an Elite controller. I was so mad. I will never buy an Elite controller from Xbox ever again. When it comes to Microsoft and Elite controllers.
Lock them up.
Oh, man.
Lock them up.
You said you being dead ass? I'm being dead ass. That shit fell apart. And I think it's a manufacturing issue because my girl had that same controller and she said her shit fell apart too within like 6 months. But mine fell apart in a month. I was like, this bullshit ass controller. So I wouldn't recommend it. The best controller I bought recently is that GameSir controller for $40, bro. That shit's still going. Was it the backpedaling that fell apart? Yeah, that was actually it. Yeah. So it's got to be a look. See somebody attested. A shout out to Adonis in the chat. He had the same issue as me. Fucking bullshit. It's a manufacturing issue. Do not pay $200. We do not care. I'm gonna hit it one more time. This droid ass controller. It was the back panels that fell out, like the battery in the back, like a fucking Android, man. I don't got enough games to play to be buying a $200 controller anyway. Games that I want to play at least. I think the early models had issues. Well, I'm here to tell you I'm not beta testing nothing else because $200 is expensive. Yo, shout out to R8 Wonder with the sub. I cannot stress enough, guys. I still pay for the majority of my own shit. I can't afford to keep taking L's. I found this game on the timeline. This is like the most PC game ever. I'm not interested in it, but I thought I'd show it.
In this game can lower your FPS. Wait, what? This is FPS Quest, where your frames per second are literally your health. If you need more, you'll have to tweak your settings by lowering graphics quality, removing walls, and much more. You can even break the game by kicking enemies out of bounds or going through walls yourself. And there's even an in-game mod that lets you control your FPS with your mouse wheel for easy access to bullet time, but at the cost of your computer.
You said I'm buying this, laughing my ass off?
If you're wondering, FPS Quest does not actually change your real FPS, since playing at an actual low FPS can be unpleasant and nauseating. Instead, the game simulates low FPS gameplay. You can wishlist FPS Quest right now on Steam.
Yeah, he does put this in the group chat. And he's like, this is the most PC game ever. I feel like people who like to hurt themselves, they like pain. You might like this shit, but I'm not gonna hold you. This is not my cup of tea. Because once you get past the gimmick, then I have to ask the question, is it fun? I didn't buy this fucking 4080 Super so that my game runs like a fucking 2004. I bought it so I can get all the frames, nigga. Now you want me to buy a game that's gonna purposely drop my frames? Yeah, I don't want to do no max. I got a 4080 Super. The fuck? You're crazy to me. But like, if the game looked like unique from a gameplay standpoint, like the gun mechanics that has some unique feature in there, maybe. But it looks like a generic dungeon crawling first person shooter. It's just it has the gimmick of the game will blow up if you start dying, and I'm not interested in that. But hey, if you are, you can wishlist it right now. It's called FPS Quest. What is this shit you link? PlayStation blog reveals the Hyperpop collection with 3 new designs for PS5 accessories. PS5 accessories, sweet. Shout out to Booty Scratcher with the gifted subs. Appreciate you. Oh, you can get a Fruit Punch PS5, a lime green, and a cotton candy blue. Y'all copy this shit? I would not put this on my PS5. Okay. This is all a distraction from the lack of exclusives. Don't be fooled, guys. Oh yeah. I just know this shit is expensive. I'm not buying this shit. This is not news, guys. Spray paint your shit. I came across this racing game. It looked interesting. Have y'all seen this? Carmageddon Rogue Shift? This looked interesting. Kind of looked like a mix between like Blur, Need for Speed, and what's that giant called? The Rockstar Racer. Yeah, it's got Twisted Metal vibe. Yeah, it's like Burnout, Twisted Metal, and Midnight Club type vibes. Like with the art style, at least. I'd never heard of this shit, but I saw it across the timeline. I thought I'd share it. Carmageddon, new gameplay details, rogue-like racer. Oh shit. We got a whole trailer. Let's look at this. That is shit. PlayStation, iPod. Hey, I be seeing stuff on Twitter. I just save it, man. I need to reset my router because my internet been moving real slow. Will PlayStation acknowledge Twisted Metal? Probably not, because the last one they released, it flopped like a motherfucker. I think Twisted Metal is more nostalgia than it actually is sellable. I was never a big Twisted Metal fan, but I think people just look back at it because it reminds them of childhood. But were those games really that great? I don't know. They revealed this a couple weeks back. I watched it, but I probably don't remember it because there's a lot of games. Yeah, I probably don't, because I don't remember this game. So since this is a roguelike, every race is different then? Shout out to Leaf Ninja with the sub. It looks fun to control the cars. Fire, not gonna lie. It looks like a fun arcade game. Maybe like a good Steam Deck game. A gunning car game. Somebody in the Instagram comments on one of my IG reels called me a potion and wand gamer. I think he was trying to like insult me, but I just want y'all to know that shit don't offend me. I think that shit is fucking funny. I think that's creative. This dude, look at this potion wand. It was a clip of me playing Battlefield 6 and I got a kill and I was laughing. And he said, man, them potion and wand gamers love some fucking ball and gun games. That shit don't bother me. I play everything. So if you want to call me a potion and wand gamer, that shit don't bother me. Yeah, Wizards and Dragons. It's only ball and gun gamers that get mad when you call them that. Like, that's not what I am. That is what you are, bro. That is what I am. I do play potion and wand games. I play other stuff, but that shit don't offend me. I think it's fucking funny. Talking about video games. Yeah, it was that drone clip, yeah. Like, that insult is not doing what you think it's doing. Rogue Shift. Wish list now. Coming to PS5. Oh, it's an exclusive. Oh shit, PS5 exclusive. I don't see nothing else. Unless this is just because it's the, you know what? It could be the PlayStation blog. That's why. It might, let's see. It might just because it's a PlayStation. Yeah, it's on Steam. I knew it. It's because it's a PlayStation. It's on Steam. It's a PlayStation trailer, so they only put PlayStation. I don't like when they do that shit, bro. That's hella misleading. Oh, you know, and then look at this shit. Can y'all see that right there? Footage was captured on PC. That should be illegal. Is that not false advertising? This was posted on the PlayStation blog, on the PlayStation YouTube page. And the footage is PC. This is why reading is important. Is this not false advertising? Y'all didn't look at the play. We don't know what the PlayStation version looked like, bro. That shit's fucking funny. Yeah, we gotta hit them with the PS5 propaganda. That's crazy. Only in America is that okay? I feel like that should be illegal. I don't know. Maybe they think people won't care because it's video games, but I feel like that should be illegal. What I just read. So now you know what the Steam version looked like. We don't know what the PlayStation version looked like. What else I got for ya? Oh, PC specs. The PC specs for 007 First Light are here. Dive into the PC hardware you'll need. This one's getting a lot of drama because apparently it's got some heavy lifting on this bitch. So recommended PC specs are a 3060 or 6700 AMD, Ryzen 5 or Core i5, 32 gigs of RAM. Mind you, this is for 1080p 60 FPS. The minimum PC hardware specs, you will need 16 gigabytes of RAM, Core i5, Ryzen 5. That'll get you 1080p 30. But who the fuck wants to play at 30 frames? You said how much RAM? 32. That's actually crazy. Now it doesn't sound crazy that I put fucking 64 in my bitch, bro. I will say I haven't seen anything in this game that's pushing boundaries like that. It looks good, but I have a sneaky suspicion this is due to lack of optimization. Because I don't what the fuck is in this game that requires 32 gigs of fucking RAM, bro? I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. And we've seen the gameplay footage. That frame rate was dropping. I seen somebody reply to this tweet saying, "Oh, so I'm getting the PS5 version." I don't know. I don't know. I'd be worried about all versions. If they're saying the recommended hardware requirements for 1080p is 32 gigs on PC, how much fucking RAM is in a PS5? How much RAM in base PS5? The base PS5 has 16 gigabytes of RAM in it. That's the minimum, which will get you 30 FPS, 1080p. Now, it's a little bit different with consoles because every configuration is going to be the same, so they can get more juice out of it. They'll be able to optimize it a little bit differently, but don't be surprised if this is locked at 30 frames on the base PS5. The PS5 Pro should be able to handle this. But you might want to wait for some reviews on this. This game might have some optimization issues, man. IO games are usually optimized, but Hitman isn't an action game. Yeah, and all I can go off of is what they've shown us. And what they've shown us, honestly, was probably one of the worst showcases I've seen for a game in a while. The game looked good, but the frame rate was just terrible. And it's been delayed twice. So I think they're having some optimization issues. I would wait for a review on this one. Or let me play it. Let me be the guinea pig. 1080p upscale from 720p. That shit would be crazy. 007 FPS. That's what we calling it. When that shit come out, that shit is fucking crazy. Oh boy. Oh, this news is making the rounds. Discord is reportedly looking to IPO. If you don't know what that means, they're looking to become a publicly traded company on the stock market, meaning they're looking to bring in investors and generate more money and also scale their business. Some of you might be thinking that's a good thing, but in my opinion, that is a... You said it's time to buy stocks. This is not financial advice, but I wouldn't buy this shit. I'm not a financial advisor, but for those unaware, Discord has never been a profitable company. It is a free service that was free for like 10 years before they implemented the Nitro thing. And most people don't have Nitro because why? You can get the same experience with the free shit. That's why they've been implementing ads. They implemented Nitro. They've been they took the route in the tech community where they were like, we're gonna fly it as we build it. We'll figure out how to monetize this shit later. The problem is they put out too good of a product for free, and now they're trying to find a way to make money later, and they've never been a profitable company for those unaware. So I'm not a financial advisor, but what I can tell you is this company's never been profitable. Invest at your own risk. Now that's on the investment side of things. On the other side of things, This is also bad for just us as a consumer. Because do you know what happens when a company IPOs in the stock market? You now have to appease a board. You now have to appease your investors. Meaning we could have a EA type situation, a Microsoft type of situation. The only thing that matters when a company IPOs is appeasing the people that invested. They want their money back. So the reason I wanted to bring this news up is, remember, you heard it here first, as somebody who invests. This means their focus is about to shift to primarily making money. And I mean, the signs are already there. Like I said, they started implementing ads. They've been really doubling down on trying to sell Nitro. Oh, it's going to get worse. They're going to roll out more products. That's probably going to slow down the software. I was really tempted to tweet, didn't expect to see TeamSpeak make a comeback in 2026. TeamSpeak might be making a comeback. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but there's a high probability now that it's going to go public. Their focus is strictly on making money, which means the product is most likely going to fucking suffer. Because I don't know what you can do with this. They're going to sell your data. That too probably. So don't be surprised if the GI TeamSpeaks comes back. You've been warned. I think Discord will monetize from data collection, AI training, and selling data sets. Are y'all cool with that? Would you opt into them basically archiving everything that every message that you send, all your data, and selling it to people? I would get off that shit real quick. Y'all not gonna archive my messages. Like, not that I don't really use. I'm not gonna lie. People who have their whole life on Discord, y'all crazy in the first place. Because I don't know if y'all know, Discord is not encrypted. Y'all got to stop talking personal shit on there. I wouldn't put nothing personal on there. I keep it real simple on Discord. We game. That's it. All them little racial slurs y'all be typing in the private chat, don't let nobody. Somebody can get your account real easy. They already archive everything and train AI for the last year unless you opted out. Check your settings. What the fuck? Shout out to Plu Perfect. Shout out to Plu Perfect. He said, check your settings. I did not know that. I'm going to have to check my settings. Oh my God. Well, I don't type nothing crazy on there anyway, but check your settings. He's saying, I'm going to have to look into that. People are getting banned from stuff they said years ago, from messages they deleted on Discord. It's on them servers. Palantir type shit. Is this the downfall of Discord? South Park is coming to Fortnite. It includes new 5-person mode and free mini pass. Here we go. Fortnite. Ooh.
I'm gonna find you, Kyle. You can't hide from me. I found Cartman. Where are you, Stan? I'm in a car, dude. I just ran over Kenny. Kenny's down. Kenny is down. Hold tight, Kenny. I'm coming. Cartman's going after Kenny.
They need to put some cussing in this. I know it's supposed to be an E for everyone game, but this is South Park. You gotta keep it real.
Run him over. Hey, fellas. I still didn't get an invite. Cartman's over here. He's over here. Fellas. Oh, God. Kenny's gonna D-Red. He's left, Tasso. This is so awesome. Fellas?
They really made a whole episode for this.
That was so epic. I can't believe how much we low-key pwned you guys. Your team lost. How was that pwnage? Yeah, I said we
need an
low-key
episode of
pwned you
this.
guys. That's a
Yo,
low-key
you know what would be
pwnage.
fire if they also put in Fortnite the guy from the World of Warcraft episode, the fat white guy that's become like the stereotype for incels. That'd be fire if they made him a playable character in this bit.
Man, we're low-key unbeatable. At 10, and then I was all low-key totally taking Kyle down, and then Kenny low-key took Stan out, and our team beat theirs like low-key 50 times in a row.
What the hell?
Fools! You dare to mock Professor Chaos? You guys never let me play Fortnite with you! Well, that's just because you low-key suck at Fortnite.
Low-key W collab. This is a good announcement.
You have ignored me for the last time.
This is the one thing I will give Fortnite. They go above and beyond, and that's why the kids stick on this shit. They go above and beyond in comparison to other live service games. And this is why this is the one live service game that continues to prevail. They go above and beyond.
Now you shall do my bidding. The stick of truth. Butters.
Oh shit, little reference.
Well, I went to Stark's Pond and I swam around looking for it all morning. We threw it in the pond because it's too powerful, Butters. You don't know what that thing is capable of. Oh, yes, I do. With this stick, any wish can become reality. And so now, you guys will play Fortnite with me. Whoa.
Yes, I saw Trae Young to the Wizards. It's in the title. This needs to be a whole episode. I would watch it.
Down south, I'm gonna have myself a time. Going down south, going down south.
Who's ready?
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Hey, where's his weed at? See, that's what I'm talking about. You really gotta do tally. You can't do no regular tally. Trae Young about to win the Wizards a title would be legendary. What title are the Wizards about to win? They about to get a fucking play-in banner, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? First team to ever drop a banner for a play-in win. Get out of here. Amazon Prime free games this month. Let's see. Aren't I Modern War nigga? Yeah, back in 2012. Welcome back, man. Welcome to 2026. The downloadable game comes. Oh, well, here's the list. Who cares? Civ 6, Reflections of Life, Brigador, Gunslug, Rogue Tactics, Deathkeep, Harold Halibut, Dungeons and Dragons Stronghold, Al-Qaeda, Technica, and Elderborn. What the fuck are these games, bro? What the fuck are these games? Oh, this is the Epic Game Store. Okay, so here's the Prime stuff. Oh, Alan Wake, okay. Death Stranding, okay. Hot Wheels, Monster Truck Championship, Tormented Souls, Argami. That's a fire game. Tripang, Spells and Secrets, Whisker Waters, Madden. Okay, you get Madden for free. I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm not gonna lie, I might download that shit, bro, for free. Fuck it. Jackbox Party 3 and Worms. These are some decent games. These are some decent games for free. Amazon Prime and then Epic Game Store. He said, what's your issue? Yo, chill on that, man. It's probably because you came in here and you didn't even call me my old name the correct way. That wasn't even my fucking name. More than 10 years and people are still calling me. Yo, yeah, like that ass is 2026, bro. I changed my name in 2013. It's 2026. Wake up, guys. But I mean, he ain't saying nothing crazy. Let him be.